Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where I'm going to be talking about Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 9. Well, that's 9/11 backwards, child. Should have been. Should have been season 9, Episode 11. Child, wait, hold on. Listen, this is my favorite reality show on TV right now, the World Wide Web, internet television. I love this show. And I can honestly say, I just love the maturity of it all. Even though they be acting a fool. I mean, I'm really sick and tired of hearing these Your Mama and this, that, and the third by Dr. Heavenly. But I get it. She gonna do a show. They're letting her do it. Folks letting her get away with it. So it is what it is. I know she couldn't do it to me because I don't do that. And I don't do the B word. I understand why this word is such. I know I keep saying this, y'all. Please don't think of me as a broken record, but why do we have to degrade ourselves as women? I mean, they refuse to say the N word, but they rather say the B word. I'm just saying, you might as well say the N word if you're gonna keep calling each other B's. But you want to present Black excellence and going to the White House and carrying on and all these accolades. Shout out to Nene Lee. I'm just all these professional folks. Be this and be that. But if a man call him a B, it's a whole different story. Wait a minute. I'm just saying, it's like, stop with the B word. Can we do something else? But anyway, I don't do the, maybe because I don't do the B word. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that don't do the B word. And it's kind of appalling and offensive. Again, I don't do the N, the B. I can do the C next Tuesday, but then again, no one I know use that word. I'm just saying. But listen, if I was in a group of girls like this, a group of women, whatever, I'm a professional woman. If I ain't told you, I got some, some intelligence about myself. I ain't just, Ray all day. I'm just saying. Hey, aunties and nuts, I forgot to say, hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? And everybody else in between. Listen, I'm a professional woman too. And I know a lot about what they do. All of them. Well, not so much dentistry, but I do know a little something. I'm just like, it's just so, it's just something I don't do. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm just saying. But anywho, I love, this is my, like I said, it's my favorite show. I miss Married to Medicine Houston. That was one season that was really cute. I like that. I'm mad Mariah broke that glass and she can't come back. I want Mariah back. Ooh, Mariah Huck. Girl, what happened? See, when you bring lawsuits on your employer, things change. Now, it's one thing to rescind it, kind of make them aware that, you see them. But when you go through it and make these public proclamations and letting folks in on it's another thing. Again, it's one thing to let your employer know you see what's going on, and you want them to understand all of what could happen. You want to remind them that everybody is held accountable for the things that they do and say. But it's another thing to go full-fledged and do some stuff. I miss Mariah. I'm just going to put it on out there. She had a little something going on with Buffy for a few, it would be cute. Just like with Coleslaw / Ariane Curry, what's her name over there on Love and Marriage Husband. If these people who we love to watch, no matter either you watching from the bushes or you watching proud with your like button and you making comments, letting folks know you in the room, shaking your neck like, yeah, girl, I'm here. Make your money. If I was that popular and that much of a so-called pariah in some eyes, I would be reviewing every episode. Child, you couldn't get me as soon as it ended. I mean, if it ends at 8:59, my live goes on at 9. And I ain't doing no pre-record. I may do a pre-record just to, if I have some extra thoughts. See, here's something. Mariah, if you're listening, watching, listening. Ariana, if you're listening, watching, listening. Or if anybody know them, let them know. Listen, it ain't too late. They can go back and start at season 1 and review. Or whatever that, or with Mariah, whenever she left off, and start reviewing. Okay, let's start reviewing. Well, I don't know if she can, child, because there was some litigation going on as far as I'm concerned. Maybe she can't, anything disparaging against it. I don't know. But listen again, I don't know. I'm just thinking of what could be. But as far as Ariana is concerned, if they ain't got no gag or nothing like that, I would go to season 1, episode 1. They got 9 fake seasons over there. Love of Maritinesville. It's really okay. They didn't combine the last 2 seasons, so 9 and 8, and then 7 and 6. So 6. So really on season 7, if I'm not mistaken, I think they start combining around season 6. Anyway, I will start with season 1, episode 1, and start reviewing the show and letting folks know what you know about what happened at that time. Well, this is what I remember. You ain't got you can watch it and then go live. Hey, girl, make your money because people gonna watch. Girl, what you waiting on? I mean, it's the cat's out the bag. The baby's here. He was in kindergarten by now. Him and what's the little baby girl? What's the girl name? Sugar Mama. They a year apart. And I believe Sugar Mama about to be 6 or just turned 6. Let's see, was she born in 2019? Because, yeah. So she kindergarten. They probably in the same grade, child. Anywho, all I got to say is y'all should be making money, and y'all will make big money. Because if Sonny can make $1, I'm sure y'all can make 12. Anywho, back to Married to Medicine. Like I was saying, I don't do the B word, so I couldn't. I would do. Actually, I think I would do good on this show because before I get too much about what's going on with me, I would do good on this show, baby. I'm just saying. Because, baby, all I know is I don't know. I don't do the B word, so it'll be an issue. That's all I'm gonna say. If they want to make it an issue, anyway. Enough about me. Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 9. Simone, word about office supplies. Now, this is a little montage that they do. So you know how they go give maybe like a 60-second or less clip of the different things going on in the ladies' lives. So Simone at work, she questioning why is she seeing another what's the thing called where you roll a mouse on it? Mouse pad. On the desk. This is like the 8th or whatever she said. This is too many new mouse pads I'm seeing. Is your pockets getting short? Is overhead a little issue over there at the office, Simone? What's going on? I mean, but the lady she called in there she said, yeah, we like to freshen up the office every now and again. Apparently, maybe it's a pharmaceutical company coming through with that stuff. Because that's what they do when they come. They want to sell their drugs. And, we got the hot new whatever. How about, we drop off a few trinkets for you. Maybe, order lunch for you guys if you let me do this presentation and show you what we got if you want to buy it or not. Yeah. I remember them days. Ooh, we used to get some good stuff at the doctor's. Ooh, child. Back in the day. Anyway, I gave you a little clue about me. Anyway, like I was saying, Simone worried about the office supplies, was probably free due to the pharmaceutical reps coming through with your trinkets and carrying on. But if it's not, why you worry, Simone? You got the money. You bought 2 Birkins. Contessa talking to the Botox lady. Don't tell Scott, but I want to get in where I fit in. There we go. Sweet Tea with her homie throwing away Quad's old stuff. Why is Quad's old stuff still there? How long have you been married to this man? Let's see, this is her second season. So at least 3 years in, and it's Quad stuff. Girl, Quad don't want that stuff. Throw it in the trash or give it to go down to the Goodwill. Oh, speaking of Sweet Tea and Quad, have y'all heard? Now, you know how Sweet Tea is calling her and Dr. G sweet and savory. Ain't that remarkable how, what's her name? Quad got these seasonings called sweet and savory seasonings, SASS. Who said it first? Child, what's really going on? I mean, the seasons is out. And it take a while for marketing budgets and things to go through and FDA approvals and if any and whatnot and carrying on. So I think maybe Quad had it first. Girl, what is going on? I can't. Ooh, that gonna be on the reunion. What Quad? If you listen, watching, listen. If anybody know Quad, please answer. Riddle me this: who came up with sweet and savory first? Because baby, I can hear Quad now talking all kind of mess. Anyway, what else happened, child? Eugene and Toya talking to the boys about dating. Now, this was a little more than a montage. They had a little scene. Apparently, Avery, is that the youngest boy? Avery and what's his Ashton? Well, whoever is the youngest boy, he in 8th grade, he's 14. I don't know how old the oldest one is, but you know how Toya is. She don't mind talking to the boys about, sex stuff like that. Me either. I was like that with my son. He was all giggly and carrying on. I said, you ain't got to giggle because things is natural. And it is what it is and what it's going to be. I asked him kind of early, who do you like boys or girls? And, I know. So I can direct him in the path. Or I can help direct him as he's navigating through whatever he's going through. So, he's traditional like me. He like girls. And so, we had our talks and letting them know, you can't have no girlfriend till you 18. You can, similar to, well, not similar because they got girlfriends already and they in junior high school, child. No, boo-boo. If you like a girl, that's fine. But ain't no dating and carrying on, ain't no kissing because, I let them know about the laws, child. I had to point it out. Let me tell you, because, at that point, we were in an area where it was mostly Caucasian, and I ain't got time for no shenanigans. If you know what I'm saying. It's bad enough. It's going to be shenanigans, period. Usually when it comes to, boys and girls, but we sure ain't trying to do those shenanigans. I'm not saying just being with them. I'm just saying shenanigans that could lead to folks, parents having, I'm just saying, I had to make sure that he understood laws and everything. I had to point out, I said, see, this law says if you're a certain age, you can't do certain things with people who are younger than you. So there are certain, rules that you have to follow, and all these rules you have to follow. These are laws. That means you can go to jail. You can go to jail at 12, not just as an adult. But listen. I talked to mine like it was like, he understand English. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, we're relatable with our sons, because you got to let them know. And me and Toya and Eugene are similar like that with openly talking to our children, when he was a child. He grown now, child. Anyway, we're similar like that. So I understand, but I didn't allow, dating, nothing like that. You can like somebody, check the box. I like you, you like me, you cute, whatever, whatever. Walk her to class, hold her books or, whatever the case may be, but it ain't gonna be no touching. What obey all school rules because school talking about you can't do this, can't do that. Anyway, so they're talking to the boys and everything, and what's her name? Toya asked her eldest, "What's up with the youngest? Is there a school dance?" And the oldest was like, "Yeah, but it don't look like he got a date or something." So Toya wants them to remain popular because they are popular. They found me on TV, and people are known them as being wealthy. You know how Toya is; she likes the aesthetics of it all. And so as soon as Eugene comes in with the youngest one, Toya's asking him, "So what's going on? You got any plans?" He's like, "No." She's like, "What about the dance?" She's like, "I don't want to go. It's blah blah blah." So that's when they have the conversation about wanting him to, go and experience things and how she, was popular. Their dad wasn't. Then their dad had to step in, like, "Well, no. I was prom king in high school. Don't be trying to play me short." Like, girl, stop trying to embarrass that man just because he wasn't rough around the edges and loose like you was having sex at 12, however old she was. Like, girl, bye. Anywho, she from Detroit, right? No shade to Detroit. I'm just asking. Yeah, so they had a talk with him and everything, and so hopefully he'll go and experience and have a good time, hang out with some of his friends. Hopefully he got friends. I'm sure he do since he's popular. Maybe he might get a little action. You know what I'm saying? Just I would encourage all kids to experience everything that kids are afforded the opportunity and luxury to participate in. Don't miss out because of some stank attitude that a kid may have. Because then they're gonna wonder or hear about things and wish they would have gone, or I would have made them go, as a matter of fact, because if it ain't like anything bad is happening to them, and if it is, you'll find out. But I really want kids to be kids and not be caught up in because you don't want your kid to be by themselves and sulking and carrying on, because that creates depression, that creates Columbine. I'm just saying. What else happened, child? That's pretty much it. Oh, the eldest said that the youngest is a player. That's cute. But what I didn't like was the youngest was on his phone while the parents were talking to them about life and carrying on. They should have made that boy put that phone down. So what y'all doing over there, Eugene and Toya? I know y'all, trying to be, not like y'all parents were, but at least put the phone down, because when the phone is down, they're listening and respecting. That's something I didn't tolerate. You don't even bring the phone to the conversation, so you ain't got nothing to be distracted by. What else happened? Oh, another montage sort of scene. Heavenly comes over to Jackie's house. Jackie's making non-alcoholic / alcoholic smoothies. Child, the non is for Jackie, the alka is for Heavenly. And so Jackie tells Heavenly that she got invited to the White House and to meet on this what's this called? Reproductive freedom situation. Now, we're gonna get into that in a minute. And that she's able to take someone with her. And Heavenly was a little bummed hearing that Jackie was taking Simone, but then Jackie played it off, said, "Well, I'm taking you too." And Heavenly was excited in a very calm, nonchalant way. But of course, who wouldn't like to go to the White House? And they are guaranteed to meet and talk with and touch Vice President, almost President Kamala Harris. Man, if you don't get out of here. Next, we see Phaedra. She meets with that young boy from that speed dating that Sweet Tea put on. And then he mentions to let her know that he knows Apollo and Shireen. They're not buddy chum, but they know each other well enough to, continue to hey, remember when we used to, just saying that he said he knows them, whatever degree that is, that wasn't explained, but it was definitely more than just, hey, how you doing type of thing. And, Phaedra appreciated it. And then Phaedra doing her, uh, what they call it, flirt thing, and he's real excited because she's short and thick and he young. He's where I forget what country of Africa that man is from, but he was born in France, so he's cultured. And she was mentioning how she loves a cultured man who knows how to take care of things, take charge, of course, pay for stuff, because back then she had a 4K requirement. Just saying. I wonder how much the requirement is now, because she was out there in Africa, 2 weeks ago, looking like she had 2 kids, looking like she did not have 2 young men at home watching her on the internet, look like Portia. Now, when any respectable professional woman is hanging out with Portia Williams, shenanigans are afoot. And it may not be for the betterment of her reputation. I'm just saying, because Portia, there ain't nobody I want to hang around. Ruin my reputation. I don't care. Listen. It is what it is. Next, we see Simone. They're going to the White House. She's getting ready, waiting on Jackie. She is in the driveway, having Cecil record from the time she leaves to the time she come back. Cecil got the record on. He didn't press the button. We hearing Cecil behind the camera. He's, can tell he's smiling because his wife is going to the White House. She in the driveway waiting on Jackie. Talking about Jackie late. Where's she at? So they meet Heavenly at the airport. They're all looking cute. Hair's whipped. You know what I'm saying? Weave is tight. You know what I'm saying? Just, they all got their luggage looking cute. I don't know why folks are so proud of flying Delta. Do you know Delta almost unalived me about, what was it, 2012? I never forget that. And to this day, they still ain't told me what happened. I swear that plane went 180 degrees to the left, leveled out, 180 degrees to the right, leveled out. Ain't nobody said nothing, child. I ain't looked at going on Delta since. I have been American or United ever since. And I am not afraid to admit it, because my seat is always what? 1D. I don't go beyond the first row. I need to be comfortable. Now with United, they usually have those actually sometimes American too, depending on how smaller the aircraft is. But I've noticed if you're going like a little short distance, like maybe Dallas to Houston, where else? I haven't really had too many short distance flights, but I remember Dallas to Houston, Houston to Dallas, they'll have that one seater along the window. It's just one seat and there's the aisle. So I can do that, pretty much, one or two, maybe three. But if it's the usual, seating chart, 1D, because I'm usually on American. Anywho. Yeah, so they're, flying Delta and Pride. I don't know why, folks. Again, I don't know why, because Delta almost unalived me. Anyway, so they're at the Airbnb giving Heavenly a pep talk, letting her know what she shouldn't say and what she could. I mean, they have to, because Heavenly's mouth. They were playing, but they were for real. So they were practicing, and then Heavenly said she got to get some words out. And next thing you know, be this, be that. Like I said, I can't do the B word. I can't. They met VP Harris talking about the reproductive freedom talk. What's her name? Chrissy Teigen was the moderator, hearing all of the initiatives that VP Harris has on her agenda. Too bad she couldn't fulfill them. Ooh, I know y'all sick and tired already. We on what? We 2 weeks in? Child, what's going on? Next, they all get ready for the couples trip. Everybody back in their respective spots. And they're getting ready for the couples trip to Key West. Heavenly calls Phaedra to ask if Apollo and Shireen can come to give all three of them can give a perspective on divorce to help Sweet Tea, Greg, and Quad and King, because they're gonna be around each other, so they're gonna need a perspective to bounce off of. And Phaedra's like, yeah, I don't care, whatever, we'll do it. So I guess that's how we know how Apollo and Shireen got on the trip. But did y'all hear? But even before the season started, child, look, I'm looking behind me. Did y'all hear this? Child, Shireen had to get in Phaedra's ASS about something, but we gonna find out in the next couple episodes, because next week we gonna hear about what happened. Anyway, or maybe next, how they be putting it on thick, and so maybe the end of the episode they start. So 2 weeks we gonna see what happened. Anyway, what else going on, child? Sweet Tea, Dr. G got it. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes, child. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes, and we gonna see that King and Dr. G get into it. Now, Dr. Heavenly and already spilled the beans talking about a police report was filed, but she can't say who filed it. I wonder who filed it. Was it Sweet Tea? She would. I'm just saying. She would be the kind. She or Greg. They seem like that type. I'm just saying they do. A little uptight. We'll show them. Child, what else happened? Anyway. So they all arrive in Key West, and they're all getting familiarized. Dr. Mimi and her husband there. And the whole theme is teamwork makes the dream work. And that's the theme that Simone brought up. And pretty much Phaedra's, that they keep bringing up Phaedra's bitch comment she made when they were at Zachary's graduation, going to Meharry School barbecue down to the lake house over at the Kimes residence. And, they were talking about the Met Gala, and Phaedra was like, well, I ain't gonna let none, ain't gonna let never one of you bitches show me up or make it seem like I can't fulfill whatever promise I made. Something to the point where everybody was the B word. So, they're just trying to get Phaedra to expound on that. And it's kind of ragging her a little bit, because I remember when Phaedra first came on this show that she was very proper, prim. Even on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when she was on that show, she wasn't about using, profane language. So now, she thoughting it up. Seemed like, why not use the bitch? Why? So Quad tried to help her out, but Phaedra didn't see it, for them. Pretty much Phaedra thinks she's above them. And at this point in the game, they all don't like Phaedra. So apparently something didn't happen. Phaedra said something. Phaedra made it known. Well, actually, I think we kind of do know. Phaedra did make some comments the last, 3 months, 90 days since she got recasted for Roa. How she made Married to Medicine because they had a lot more viewers, which really wasn't true. And how, she just her presence alone makes things pop. Girl. Okay. If that's what she think. Anyway, so we have teams. Jackie and Curtis on the same team with Dr. G and Sweet Tea. Wait, hold on. Dr. G and Sweet Tea. And Phaedra. Phaedra's the fifth wheel. Then we got, who is this? Simone and Cecil with Dr. Mimi and Steve. Then we got Toya and Eugene with Quad and King. And then contestant Scott with Heavenly and Damon. If you see the thing, because these people had issues in the past, they're trying to make it work. Now, of course, Sweet Tea and G is not going to be on a team with Quad and King. That's just not going to happen. Because, we find out that Dr. G has, some ill sentiments towards Quad. But I can't wait to hear, because child, next week is going to get it popping. Because, Quad don't, child, I'm just saying. So they start with their first team building experience on the water. Dr. Damon's scared of the water. He don't want to do it because he saw Jaws and he think Jaws is in the water. Child, no, he actually said that, y'all. I can't believe it. Anyway, that was the end of the episode, y'all. That was the end. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please don't forget don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you next week. It's going to really get good. All right, bye.
will rain all day.